It's Week 10 of the National Football League.
And we'll be watching the Browns' superstar tight end.
He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Browns and the Ravens on Monday night.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those two touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Two on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's tackled for no gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 39. Taken in by Pierce. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Jackson to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Lamar throwing again. Dump off caught by his back. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hits his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Jackson's gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And again, it's Jackson. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for deep.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The loss sets them up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson throwing here. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. They send a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll run. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. That run, it's 2nd and 7. from the 23. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Throwing from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. That one's complete right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Avoids the sack. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns get the game's first points here in the second. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Brought in right side. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll motion a tight end left. First down, he keeps it left on the option. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 8. He's got Pierce. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Blitz coming here. Jackson. He's on the move. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Aaron Siposs on the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. And that's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It is cut left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that gives the Browns a first. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Browns who have it 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Finds the in route complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Pass play coming here. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. On him again, and he goes down again. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And his touchdown, another one for him this season, as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Option design here. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Man in motion here. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Gets this one to Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Motioning one of the tight ends. Lamar off the play fake. Complete out to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And 4th and 4 coming up. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Galloping inside the 40. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Pierce motioning right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Lamar back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Jackson off the play action. Andrews with the catch. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Give now to the running back. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. They've got a man in motion. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got a man left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
First down from the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Down to the 10. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. They'll throw on 1st. Complete over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's an option play to the left. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 42. Finds a man, right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. On first down, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson yet again. Hits him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
First down, here's Lamar. Looking right, and he finds him. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They give it to him again. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Another carry for him. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 15 yards.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Big man's showing up the yards. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Browns are on that one, so that should just about do it here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we say so long from Baltimore.